Alright, it's been a while since I've done a thoughts video, but I haven't really had much to say about the WoDs I've been playing. But here we are at Community Chest 3, and I feel like I've got a couple of things that I want to say real quick, so let me get some music going. Okay, that's a pretty fitting song. Turn this up a little bit so you can hear. So, my experience with the Community Chest series, playing it that is, the first one I played was Community Chest 2. That's the one I feel like everybody's played because of Mucus Low. But it also just felt like the most iconic one. I've seen the Dean of Doom on Community Chest 1. That one has, well, the song's playing. It has Citadel at the Edge of Eternity, but Community Chest 2 feels like it has the most iconic maps and the most iconic feel from like the late 90s, early 2000s. So going into Community Chest 3, I remember hearing not great things. Like, I've heard it's not as good as Community Chest 2. I've heard, like, all the maps are long and boring and stupid. But especially, like, in Community Chest 4, I think it's that way. But, no, I just remember kind of being nervous going into CC3 because I had kind of negative expectations. And Map 1 of CC3 certainly gave me that impression. But once I got going, and once I started playing the WoD, like, for real, like, probably past, like, map 11, I would say the WoD is actually, like, better than I thought. Better than what most people were saying. And I wanted to go into, obviously, my spreadsheet here, the Halls of Fame, Game, and Shame, and talk about kind of my favorite maps, and maps I think everyone should play from CC3. If anyone else has also been a little nervous to go into it. So, Hall of Fame, Community Chest 3. What I believe the standout map is Black Rain by Rot King. I remember being uncertain of this map at first. I remember being kind of unassuming, kind of thinking, you know, whatever. It's just, you know, this is the first really long map in the WoD. This will run you about 45 minutes to an hour. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And yeah, when I went through it at my first time, my first and only time, I kind of just thought it was whatever. But with time, it kind of grew on me, actually. The aesthetic is that this is a tech base, kind of in, like, I guess like a jungle of sorts, sort of. Like, you're going through the tech base for the first, like, I don't know, quarter to a third of the map, and then you emerge and you're in this, like, rocky mountainous area. And it's like, it's like overgrown. There's like a train station at one point. Oh my god, it's perfect. It's so good. There's about, was it like 700 monsters or something? But, it's good. Like, it's a very, very fun map to get lost in. If you're gonna play one map from CC3, I highly recommend you pick this one. The Hall of Game, these are the maps that I also like, but did not get the Hall of Fame spot, but wanted to mention. We got map 2, Ion Storm by Dutch Devil. It's Dutch Devil, so it's probably good. It's just a tech base. Just 5-10 minute tech base, pit scanners, chain gun. It's solid! Minopoly by Blackfish and Soap on a Rope. I might have just picked this one for the music, I'll be honest. I still liked it anyway. It's still a fun map to play. Map 5, Living Hell, Doom Today. This was the Spirit World reimagining with the corrupted music, sort of. I call it corrupted, but, I got a comment from somebody, I think it was Dinner Tongue Fork, actually. Or Dinner Fork Tongue, whatever the... I got their name mixed up. Who said that they hated this map. And, the criticism was fair. There was the, Spider Mastermind Arena, that had a... Wow! I mentioned the Spider Mastermind Arena, and look what comes up on my, music. The old Spider Mastermind Arena that had the damaging floor with the high friction. Yeah, that wasn't great. It didn't give me any issues, but I could see why people wouldn't like it. There was the Archvile Maze area. But I'm a sucker for nostalgia, so this map was a weakness for me. But I could understand why people weren't fond of it. Map 8, Impure Liquids by Andy Lever and the Green Airing. It's a mountainous little base. Pretty enemy dense, a lot of hit scanners. Actually solid map. Solid experience. Next is map 15, Clash of Galaxies. The Flange Peddler returns. I think I also picked this one for the music. But I guess I'm also just... I just like the idea. I gotta be in the mood for this. But sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't like the idea of... You're in the center. There's 3 paths to go. Each path is something different. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. I feel like this map did it pretty good. So, good job, Flange Peddler. The Peddler of Flange. I don't know what Flange is. Next is map 16, Hangman's Noose by Shadow Dweller and the Green Airing. His name's cut off, but it's the Green Airing. This was a solid little map. I added it mostly for the end, but no, this was a really good map. This was very good. Pretty much non-stop action almost. Next is map 20. Oh god. Huitzilopochtli. This pretty much got the spot because of the climb at the end. I love that climb. I love stuff like that. I think if I were to do this differently, I would probably... I don't know, man. I kind of liked running through and leaving stuff alive. Namely the Kako Demon ambush near the beginning, but, I don't know, maybe I'd stay and fight it. No. Huitzilopochtli, there's worse maps to play. There's also better ones. For a map 20, though, it's fine. It was fine. The combat was good. It was worth it, for the most part. Next is map 28, Token Archvile by RJY. I love in-fight maps. And this map does it very, very good. So good I played it twice in the video. Yeah, I mean, it's, this is one of those maps that, like, you'll play it once and it'll be kind of scuffed or sluggish, and then you'll play it the second time knowing what you're supposed to do, and it's good. And this map is very good. I really like this map. But I can understand most people not really liking it, but I do. Let me turn this down just a little bit. Next is map 20, of course, map 29 for We Are Many. Of course, it's going to be here. Matt Tropiano is, almost like combination, like, Hell Revealed, Alien Vendetta, Scythe 2, Titan of a penultimate map. 1,300 monsters. They are many. It's my kind of map, honestly. I like it. Put 1,300 monsters in a map, give me an hour. I'll probably end up liking it. And, that's actually it for the Hall of Game. Let me move this over here. That's it for the Hall of Game, but, we got, I'm gonna pull this up. Oop. Let me fix that. There we go. I'm gonna pull this up. Now, we have, of course, the Hall of Shame for Community Chest 3. For Community Chest 3. What is the weakest map in Community Chest 3? I had to look over the map list again and kind of consider. And this might not be a surprise to many people, but I've decided that the weakest map in Community Chest 3, and the reason why I think a lot of people dislike Community Chest 3 is because of map 1. I do not like map 1 even a little bit. It starts on the worst possible foot, and I hate it, and I don't like it, and again, I hate it. It is such a rough introduction. I would... I don't like map 1. I don't like map 1 at all. Yeah. That's... You get the idea. Let's not talk about map 1. It's my least favorite. You get the point. So here's the list. If you're gonna play a map from Community Chest 3, pick any one of these, you're gonna have a good time, I think. Especially pick Black Rain or For We Are Many. It was between Black Rain or For We Are Many. It was between one of those two for Hall of Fame. For sure. But I feel like Black Rain stood out more. Black Rain, I feel like, was just more my kind of Hall of Fame map. It feels like the map that should be there. So if you didn't like Community Chest 3, if you didn't like the start of Community Chest 3, or you haven't played all of it, give it another go. Seriously, actually give it another go. Give it another try, and I think you'll have a better time. I think. I think maybe you'll come out the other side enjoying it. But those are my thoughts on Community Chest 3. Farewell, friends.